Actually, I'm in a pretty good mood. So, anyway, before I get started, a couple of things. Playing the old Moneric, 24 karat gold plated mirror guitar, handmade in LA. 30 of them made. I got one of them. Anyway, I'm going to show you guys a cool lick. Number one. You can add to that. It's string skipping like the crazy stuff I do, but we're going to do it pentatonically, so it's a little easier. E, which is the 7th fret. Like that. You gotta get some speed on there. Anyway, it's a cool lick. You can move it around. Even if you do it once or you're just trying to get around on somewhere so that you could do something. It's pretty cool. So that's the lick there. The other thing I'm going to talk about is some of the songwriting styles. One is to move chords around in a minor third, which actually is like the pentatonic 4 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I'm playing G, like a 1, 4, 5, whatever with a second in there. Cool way to write. And it's basically, it's a minor third, like the arpeggio. And all I'm doing is resolving back to the 5, because if this was my new key, A sharp, major, D still in there, which is the 5th, resolving back to the 1 chord. Very sneaky. Bon Jovi does that. I think Living on a Prayer. Well, living on a prayer, sing my head. It's somewhere in there when it modulates up towards the end. And then you got, let's see, the other way is the old blues way. You can take a pentatonic. So like in the E, which is the relative, 1, 4, 5, your pentatonic minor positions are A, B, E. Which is okay. And then you can modulate that too. Either way. But there's a cooler way. Well, I won't say cooler. But because some of the pentatonics have all those notes in there, you can use those notes and create chords and little voicings around a chord. Ooh, clever. Now what's cool about this is you could take one of those positions, whether it's the A like I just did, or the B. Or up here. You can move it around and use one of those minor positions if it makes it easier for you to riff. Especially up here, 12th is the E minor. however you want to do it. So that's another way. So now we're being sneaky. And you can combine these styles of songwriting. I mean, you don't there's no rules as long as you're doing that way. Now the other way to create negative harmony and melody, which we were talking about in the other one that we don't really use, is kind of Holsworth-ish. So if you take all these G major notes and we create weird chord voicings, I'm playing all the notes in one key. So technically, any note in G major or those minor positions will work. Any note in that key you can combine to make a chord, and you're in key. That's where Holsworth starts stretching. So he might go. Or. So even if you're going. No matter what those are, those notes are all in that key. Just like a pentatonic. But you're creating very odd, not natural sounding melodies and harmonies within those chords because they're so voiced out that they clash. And then you can solo using certain notes and create some really cool stuff. Depends how far you want to get into it. Like I said, the negative modality thing is like playing two different keys in parallel, and then the only chord that's different is the F sharp, but it's got a has a C sharp in there. Which ends up being the fifth is of a B chord, which is there's a B note in there. So it just depends. And those are really cool ideas for writing songs and coming up with odd melodies and harmonies and chords that sound a little different. Kind of like Creep. Those are all weird voicings, and it's only weird because I'm stretching so far, and they're all the same notes in some of these chords. You know, it's like taking a regular chord, E minor. Now I take my fingers and I start wrapping around to a B with the E bass, but now instead of using the B, I use a C. And then I stretch my pinky to open, which is on actually E and B. creating weird chords, but they sound cool, some of them. And you can come up like a lot of cool stuff, kind of like the Police and Holsworth and stuff like that, and you could solo over it. And again, one of my favorite licks is, so it's that. So basically, I started, and we can start up here, because so it's here, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then the next string is a triad, and then you're gonna go 7, 9, 10. I love that lick. Those are like cool ideas, and you throw it in with that. And again, it's just I'm going forwards but playing backwards, 2 strings at a time. I always did it 3 fingers because I got used to it, so I would do stuff like this. So anyway, we're going to keep this one under 15 minutes. I hope that gives you a couple new ideas and helps out with some songwriting. Shout out to my buddy Coco. Coco, beware. I love that name, Coco. That was one of my favorite wrestlers. Very cool guy. Check out his channel. All right. And I might have to put this in a Reels. What do you think? Should I put this in a Reels with some shreddy kind of weird lick? You know, I could do the octave thing. Maybe I'll do that and put it in a Reels video. What else could I do in there? Maybe I'll put something together and do a quick 15-second Reels thing just so people can see. I'll call it rare guitar, angry guitar. I wish it would light up like Ace Frehley. that would be badass. Then I would play it all the time. Anyway, again, please like and subscribe. Share the video with your friends. And please subscribe. Only 30% of you have actually subscribed to watch the videos. I want to get. I don't care how many subscribers I have. At least I need 1,000. 1,000, and then I'm good. That'll help keep my algorithms up there. Because even when I do the reels, it just seems like I just did the another reel, and after 2 hours, it stops at 1.2K. Because there's not enough people to keep it in that algorithm, so it's up a little longer. I think the more views you get, the longer they stay up. Anyway, that way, stuff like that will help me out. And we'll get into some more discussions about some other things. Please like and subscribe, and have a good weekend. Well, it's almost over, so too bad. Go back to work. Stop dreaming about guitars. There's an old Rough Cut song. I don't know if you guys know who Rough Cut is, but Paul Shortino was in Quiet Riot. I'm not supposed to mention these bands, but he was in it back when I subbed back then. And Paul Shortino, he was in a band called Rough Cut, and I saw him open up for Dio, and they were one of my favorite bands actually back then. They were kind of metally, but they used to do a song called Dreamin' Again. Check that song out. A lot of people talk about Ronnie James Dio, But I'm gonna tell you, Paul Sharptino was no slouch. He dreaming again. He holds one of the longest notes. It's got. I don't know if it's punched in, because you can punch in and just continue the vocal, and then you go back, and then halfway through it you do the again, and it keeps going. Anyway, if anyone knows if Paul punched that in or if he did it in one take all the way with all that air, because I think it was like 45 seconds long, 30 seconds long. He holds the note. Rough cut. CUTT, dreaming again, or dream again. Check that song out. So everyone have a good week coming up. All right? Peace.